In a stunning attack, U-75 launched a spread of 3 eels and managed to strike a fast-moving light cruiser. The cruiser went down in mere minutes, and U-75 slipped away, evading a barrage of depth charges. It is now February 19th, 1942, and the boat is 115 kilometers northwest from the site of the sinking. FDU, based in Rome, has reassigned us to grid CO64. The Type 7 U-boat is down to just 2 torpedoes and 200 rounds of deck gun ammunition. We'll try to make the most of our remaining ordnance before heading back to our home base in Greece. As we proceeded on our westward trek, U-75 sailed right into another squall. The sea state progressively got worse, and after a few hours the order was given to dive. The boat dropped down to 30 meters to get out of the turbulent seas.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0.
The rain has let up, and the boat was cruising on the surface when the dreaded call came from the bridge. Aircraft spotted. The Tommies keep finding us in the middle of the night with long-range aircraft. I have a feeling in my gut that this problem is only going to get worse. Crash dive. The flying boat started to strafe U-75 as the boat plummeted down to 70 meters. Depth charges were heard exploding, but they were distant and aft of us. It seems our actions in the area have really pissed off the Tommies. Early in the morning on the 20th, another aircraft was sighted. Like clockwork, the alarm was sounded and U-75 rapidly descended. I doubt the enemy aircraft spotted us, but they are certainly on the hunt. We will stay underwater for the remainder of the day.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2,0.
At long last, some luck. A radio report has come in. Lone freighter moving fast and heading west to Tobruk. U-75 turned and made best speed to intercept. At 11:30, the bridge reported smoke spotted on the horizon. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back aboard the bridge of U-75. We have visual on an enemy freighter. Well, I'm guessing it's an enemy freighter. It's a lone freighter way out there. It looks like a large merchant, and when I look through the Ouzo, I can see she is in fact armed. We are moving at full speed, 17 knots, and we are overtaking the target. Now, there is one problem with this entire situation, and it is that it is broad daylight and the seas are silky smooth, making us a relatively good target for enemy aircraft. I am worried about enemy aircraft dropping down upon us and engaging, but hopefully I will be able to overtake this freighter and get into a firing position without being attacked. We have a long way to go before that happens, however. Also, if she does happen to spot us and open up with that gun on the rear, there's definitely a gun back there. If she does open up on us, I might as well engage with the deck gun, and we can slug it out. If it was a smaller ship, I would contemplate slugging it out right now. However, she is quite far away. Let's get a range estimate, please. That's 16 kilometers out. 271, we are overtaking, so she's probably going around 12 knots. Let's bring this up. Maybe a bit faster, probably closer to 15 knots. It is a large freighter. Let's see what the top speed of it is. Here we go, large merchant. top speed is actually 18 knots. Well, it's good to know she's not going that quickly. We are overtaking. Kind of looks like she might be turning. Very hard to tell at this range. Let's try to, we can try to match the speed. I'm gonna guess she's going 14 knots. Bring it down to 14 knots. We'll try to match the target speed, and we'll see. If we end up matching it, then we'll know what speed she is going at, because we're pretty much running parallel to her at this point. I have been watching our freighter friend for a while now, and it does seem like she is going around 12 knots. Obviously, I will adjust this once we are in a better firing position, but I did just want to investigate and see exactly how fast she was going. I also would like to send a status report. I wonder if this will... Yeah, I don't think so, because it's a lone ship, unfortunately. We are pretty close to, you know, Axis-controlled North Africa. I was wondering if maybe the Luftwaffe would send something over here to deal with this. That would be pretty cool to see, but we have 2 torpedoes to deal with this target. I'm probably going to fire our bow torpedo first. Hopefully cripple the ship, swing around, and fire tube number 5. If the ship is still afloat, at that point, we will utilize the deck gun before returning home. Hopefully we can overtake. Let's go full. I don't want to bust our diesels. We are heading 265 degrees. That should be sufficient for us to overtake and close the gap. We have an enemy aircraft spotted. Crash dive. Bearing 205. Observation scope up, 205. Exactly what I was worried about. 2 aircraft. Sunderlands or something. Yep, they spotted us. Not the aircraft I was hoping to see. I was hoping to come across some friendly aircraft. Well, this will set us back a little bit. Alright, we're dropping down. Down to 80 meters. Depth under keel. 83 meters. Oh boy. Down to 60 then. Down to 60. Hard to starboard as well. Of course, our plans would be foiled by some aircraft. Not too surprised. Middle of the day. Why are you yelling, my man? Damage control team on. Switch out some of these guys. We do have quite a few tired men in the boat, unfortunately. Make sure everyone's getting some rest who needs it. Mark the position of our prey. Okay, rudder amidships. We're good. Now we wait for the inevitable depth charges that these Sunderlands are going to drop on us. Keep moving at flank speed. Yeah, there they go. Aft of us. It's quite a few as well. Yeah, that is a lot. Okay. Reduce speed. That's definitely going to tip off our merchant friend. Oh my goodness. How many depth charges do they have? Okay, it looks like that is it. Reducing speed, go to the hydrophone. Let's turn it up. I want to make sure there's no destroyers. That's our merchant friend. I got nothing else. Yeah, everything else is clear. We will stay underwater for, 15 minutes or so before surfacing and continuing the chase. Only 20 minutes have passed since the encounter with the two flying boats. U-75 made her way up to periscope depth and scanned the skies before surfacing. After a quick but thorough scan, it seemed the coast was clear. U-75 surfaced and continued the chase.
Erste Seewache sieht klar.
Our adventure on the surface did not last long before aircraft were spotted once again. We safely dived down to 70 meters and only one explosion was heard. We will stay submerged for longer this time around. Once again, U-75 surfaced and the pursuit continues. After a chase that is over 200 kilometers long, U-75 is finally in a good position to attack. We will now close the gap and prepare for a submerged torpedo attack on the target. Welcome back aboard the bridge of U-75. I have some good news and some not some good news. The not so good news is that there are two aircraft right there, which I have just sighted. Dive. The good news is we're in position to where diving should be okay. And those are two aircraft and they spotted us. Crash dive, please. Quick, 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 quick. There's our freighter friend. She actually has changed course, making our interception a tad bit easier. Those two aircraft are closing in quickly. Wow, what timing. I was just swinging around my binoculars to look at our target. And those two aircraft suddenly just flew across. We are diving though, we should be okay. Continue down. Depth under keel should be well over 1,000 meters here. Yeah, we're good. We're good, we're good. Down to 70. And we can see our merchant friend has changed course. She is now heading west-northwest, and her speed is medium. She has slowed down a bit. So that should bring her right across our path. We can just stay submerged for now, reduce speed even. Bombs. Those rocked us a bit. Keep moving quickly, please. Yeah, those were close. Those were close. No damage sustained though. We're doing okay. It has been a little while now, so we are up at PD. Let's go to the observation scope and raise it. Take a look. See if our flying friends are still out and about. Scan, there's the freighter. It's cruising in a pretty good position. Let's actually change our course ever so slightly though. New heading 050. That should be good. Let's do a quick scan. Yeah, hello. Still there. It looks like she flying away. More bombs going off somewhere. Yeah, right there. They're dropping bombs right over there. Lower our scope. Wow, okay. Well, at least they're dropping them behind us. I only see one. I don't see the second airplane. Yeah, just the one there. Let's look at our merchant friend. She doesn't seem to be zigzagging. I do want to get her speed once we get a little bit closer. It looks like it will take a while to do that, though. Let's lower our observation scope and continue to close. It'll take 10 minutes to get to this point. It is time, folks, to begin working on our solution. There is our target straight in front of us. This should actually work just fine. Rudder amidships. Okay, we're good. Let's lock on target and identify her. She is, in fact, a large merchant. The draft of this ship is 8.9 meters. We are going to set tube 1 to run at a depth of 10 meters. Just shy of 10 there. Magnetic pistol. Speed will be fast. This is a G7A torpedo, so it does leave a bubble trail on the surface. We want to get nice and close so the target cannot evade. I'm guessing she's going around 7 knots. We will get a better idea of what her exact speed is here shortly. Let's just line ourselves up here. Get her range this way. 3 kilometers out. That is fine. AOB. 40 degrees port. Set. Okay, now we just wait for our large merchant friend to cross the wire so we can get her speed. Large merchant is about to cross the wire and start. Okay, length of this vessel is 155.4 meters. Still looks like she's moving pretty quickly here. I'm guessing it'll go to 35 or so. Let's just check. So if it is 35, 155. Yeah, 8 knots. Let's see. And stop. Yep, 35, 155. So let's do 35 right here. 155. So maybe closer to 10 knots. Yeah, 9 knots. Okay, that works. Medium speed, that checks out. 9 knots set. Let's change course and continue to move in. Things are looking pretty good at this point. My crew is very on edge after all of the air attacks. They keep yelling at me, which I suppose is understandable. I do not see those planes, though. It seems like they have returned to base or something. They're away from us, which is good. Just in case we do end up having to use the deck gun, which I really don't feel very comfortable doing at this point with the amount of air activity. Downscope, don't want it to get spotted and this attack to be ruined. This was quite a long pursuit, so I'm glad we're finally in position. It is getting awfully close to our time to fire. I wanted to try to get the target speed one more time. Start. This is a better angle. I'm making out one large gun on the rear. That's good information to know. Tube 1, angle on bow. We can adjust this even more. 60 degrees port, speed 9 knots, range 1 kilometer. Set it for that now. Still want to use that magnetic pistol. Hopefully it'll detonate under the keel and break this ship in half. Or cause some serious flooding and cripple her. 30, stop. Okay, we are at 32 seconds, so 32 seconds, 155. Oh. 32 seconds, there she is. 155. 10 knots. Okay, I believe it. 10 knots set. It does look like she is moving quite quickly. Look at that bow wake. Come to port and get ready to launch. Target is looking good. Let's get her range real fast. Set 1.3 kilometers. Angle on bow is, let's go 70 degrees port. Speed 10 knots. 1.3. Set it to 1.2 by the time we fire. Open tube 1. Tube 1, set 10 meters depth, magnetic pistol, speed is fast. Tube 1, los.
Rohr 1. Aal ist im Wasser. Los.
There we go. Good hit on the target. Kind of fast, so she probably was going closer to 9 knots. I wonder if that's going to slow her down any. Let's swing the boat around. Start moving a little quicker as well. It looks like her bow wake is decreasing. Not surprising. I'm sure she is going to slow down just a little bit. Lots of debris in the water there. I can make that out. Let's swing around and try to get off tube number 5. I'm going to guess her speed is down to 7 knots. We'll try to get her speed one more time before firing tube 5 off. Okay, draft, 10 meters, magnetic pistol, speed fast, set. Swing around. Definitely going slower than previously. I bet I'll set it to 6 knots. Range will be closer, 1 kilometer out, and continue to swing the boat around. I was about to fire tube 5 at the target. However, after looking at her, I think I'm going to just wait it out. It does look like the ship is taking on lots of water in the bow. We can actually even see her water line back here as her stern is getting lifted out of the water. If the ship proves to be really stubborn, the sun seems like it's about to set soon, so once it does, we can surface, get in front of her, and use the deck gun. But I do think in 20 minutes or so, this large merchant will go down. Our merchant friend here is being extremely stubborn. She's stationary pretty much at this point, and the sun is about to go down. So we are going to increase our speed and maneuver in front of the vessel. I do want to be kind of far in front of her because she does have some cannons, like some small caliber cannons on the superstructure there. I do want to avoid getting shot at by those. But we are going to move out in front of her so her rear gun cannot engage us. Seems like a good idea at this point. So let's move into position and get ready to engage with the deck gun. That way, we have another torpedo. We have some more deck gun ammunition so we can continue our patrol for just a little bit longer. U-75 is in position. Let's take a look. Yeah, we are in front of the target. Her rear gun can definitely not engage us at this angle. Let's surface the boat. U-75 has hit the surface. Bring the Uzo to the bridge and man the deck gun and the flat gun, please. Make sure the flat gun is set to fire at will. Where's our friend? There she is. Hello. Perfect. Have our deck gun open fire. Fire at will. On the merchant ship, please.
Feuer frei.
Reduce speed.
Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus. Ein Drittel Fahrt voraus.
The deck gun crew is opening fire on the merchant ship. However, her cannons are engaging us all ahead full. Here we go. Deck gun, aim for waterline. Right full rudder. I was hoping we'd be out of range of those, but evidently not. Their fire is not very accurate at all. Well, let's turn around and turn away from the freighter. She is smoking. Deck gun crew is doing a really good job of continuing to hit the target. Another good hit on the bow, and now she is up in flame. We are continuing to take a lot of fire from the freighter. We are moving away now, trying to put some distance between us and the target. Let's change our course. New heading 300. Those rounds are getting awfully close to us. Let's turn around so our deck gun should theoretically be able to engage as we ever so bravely run away. It looks like we are out of range of her guns. Reduce speed. Slowly change course. Come back around. Yeah, it looks like we're out of range now. They are no longer engaging. Let's swing around and get our deck gun to open fire once more. My deck gun crew is not doing the best job at this point. Rudder amidships, we are going to engage ourselves. Rudder amidships. Weapon officer or watch officer, please. What is her range? 3.2. Okay. I'll just do shy of that. Hopefully I can get some waterline hits. There we go. That's exactly what we're looking for. Punch just a few more holes into this freighter. We need to speed this process up, because I'm sure there are aircraft on the way. And we don't want aircraft showing up anytime soon. I'm sure we could submerge and she will go down for sure at this point. She's been slowly taking on water the past couple of hours, and I mean, this is just the motivation she needs, but I want confirmation so we can get out of here. Increase range ever so slightly. Down to 170 rounds of 88 high explosive ammo here. Definitely should be more than enough. Multiple hits there. We can see debris flying off the ship. We are starting to get dangerously close to being an arc of that rear gun, though. You know, once that rear gun starts firing at us, we'll submerge. Slow down. I'll stop. I don't want to necessarily be completely stopped. Mainly because if aircraft show up, it'll take us a little longer to dive. Secondary explosions going off on the freighter. There we go. Getting hits on the structure. Reduce range ever so slightly. She looks extremely low in the water, and wow, it is impressive how much smoke she is picking up. Look at all that. Quite a big freighter, 10,000 tonner. Down to 160 rounds. I'll let the crew take over after one more round. There we go. I'll let the crew take over for a bit. Hopefully they can finish her off. We have finally gotten confirmation she is going down. The enemy freighter is going down. That's another 10,000 tonner added to our tally. We are going to submerge the boat to avoid any hostile aircraft. It's time to get the heck out of here. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.